Hello and welcome back to the Mission Possible sofa. This is Edie's chance to sit back, relax and talk sustainable business with industry figureheads from across all sectors. I'm actually joined, this is a bit of an impromptu sofa talk. Matthew Farrow is the Executive Director of the EIC. You may remember him from last year's Mission Possible sofa. And I just saw Matthew walking down through the show halls here, and we thought we'd take this as an opportunity to have a bit of a chat. So, hello, welcome along. How are you?
I'm good to be here. Good to be here again.
Yeah, what brings you to ED Live this year?
Well, I think I try and get here every year, but I think particularly this year when the environment, net zero carbon is so much in the discussion nationally, really good to be here, hear what the people on the front line of these challenges are talking about, see what companies are doing, and just great to build the networks.
And you were just mentioning off there about a survey that you have just launched, so I don't know too much about this, but tell us about this survey and how it relates, because I think it's about the 25-year environment plan, is that right?
That's right, it's about the 25-year plan, the government's big ambitious plan to clean up the environment, and it's about how innovation fits into that. So innovation is the lifeblood of the green economy. Our job at EIC, the Environmental Industries Commission, is to represent, to look after, to support the firms who are innovating day in, day out to clean up the air, the water, contaminated land, whatever it is. And so we're doing a project with Ramble, one of our member companies, to understand across the broad 25-year plan, where the government has these ambitious targets, do we have the innovation coming through into the market that's going to deliver? And the idea of launching a survey here is we're trying to tap into the expertise around the show and get people to help us understand in which bits of the economy is there innovation coming forward, or whether we need innovation to tackle these environmental challenges.
Okay, so who are the people that you want to be taking the survey?
So, big mix of people, anyone involved directly in environmental technology, perhaps in academia, in R&D, or perhaps working in a company that has some innovative tech or services. And then anyone involved in sort of broad thinking around sustainability, again, who can see where innovation is most needed. Okay.
And whilst we're doing this, I mean, you might as well plug where they have to go to take the survey, is it?
Yeah. So if you come to our stand here, which is stand D37, you can do it at the stand. Or if you contact EIC, eic-uk.co.uk is our website, you can contact us and you can take it online.
Okay, great. So innovation obviously is critical in the area of sustainability. We've got our own theatre dedicated to it here at the show. We're hearing about it pretty much in all of the sessions and presentations that are being given. So just making that a bit more tangible though for this survey and for the 25-year environment plan, have you got an example of a kind of a key innovation or low carbon tech that you think needs to be sort of focused on or enhanced to achieve the 25-year plan?
Yeah, let me give a couple of examples. So I think there's a role for innovations which help us with that transition. So we have got a few members in EIC involved in trying to clean up fossil fuel combustion engines. We know we need to phase those out as quickly as we can, and we're all interested in the hydrogen and the electric vehicle agenda. We want to get that forward. But you take something like buses, could be around 20, 30 years. Big cities sell their buses to smaller cities. So companies innovating in ways to clean up those old diesel engines, cutting emissions by 99% through much improved SCR technology, that's important. Let me give a very different example. Big buildings, heating systems, water pipes get lime scale, just like we do in our homes often. That hugely reduces the energy efficiency of those heating systems. You need a lot more energy to heat them up. Traditional way to clean those is through harsh chemicals. And so the 25-year plan, along with its carbon objectives, talks about reducing chemicals, getting fewer chemicals into the environment. We've got a member who's got a new technology that helps descale those heating pipes without using harsh chemicals. So it's not the sort of sexy end of the sustainability, but actually could make a huge difference. And they've got big clients like the MOD, who've got big building estates, very inefficient systems in some cases, and that can make a real difference.
And all of this kind of just touches on the kind of the net zero movement that seems to be building. Again, that's something that we're hearing a lot on the various show theatres here. Wanted to get a word from you on what you feel about the current status of things. There feels like a genuine sense of momentum that's building around the kind of towards net zero movement. We had the CCC report for 2050. We're in the state of climate emergency. We've had all the protests and strikes. So just from a kind of a business level, what are you feeling around this kind of net zero movement at the moment?
Yeah, I think it's a really exciting time. I think you get these moments when the sort of the politics, the business interest and the popular view all comes together. You know, we had that perhaps in 2006-07 when the Climate Change Act was being developed, and you had Tony Blair at the time trying to enshrine his legacy. And we made a lot of progress, then we sort of slipped back in after the crash. I think it's really important to use these moments well, and I think the net zero stuff is really exciting. I think it's interesting how, you know, Theresa May, not all that long to go in number 10, I'm hoping she'll see this as perhaps a legacy she can get through rather than Brexit, where she seems to be completely stuck. And I'm hopeful she'll look at the CCC report and think she can put something in law before she leaves office, and that gives business the certainty to invest and innovate, the themes of the show here, and actually turn, you know, what we're seeing on the public demonstrations, actually make some tangible progress towards that.
I would like to be able to talk to you for another kind of good 15, half an hour, but I've got to jump on and chair a stage in a moment. But I wanted to sign off just with one final question. I've been asking this to all of our Mission Possible Sofa guests, putting you on the spot a little bit, but in terms of kind of Mission Possible and achieving it, so achieving a sustainable future, what would be your kind of one key piece of advice now for a sustainability, environmental professional working in-house for a business and perhaps wants to take their sustainability strategy onto the next level? Is there anything at the moment, or based on your general experience over time, that one key piece of advice you'd give them to maybe go back to their offices and think about doing?
Yeah, I think it's a challenge, but I think the trick is not to get too focused on one part of the agenda. So we've had times in the past when it's all been about carbon, completely understandably, and that's led both government and companies to not pay too much attention to things like air quality, and now we're paying the price for that. So I think the challenge is to look for ways in which we can advance across the sustainability agenda, and that's going to take a lot of hard work and innovation, but I think the people at the show are the people who can do it.
Exactly. Well, on that very lovely note, thank you very much, Matthew. I'm about to run off and go and chair on another stage. Thanks for joining us for this Mission Possible Sofa talk. If you want to view more of these, you can just visit edie.net/mission-possible, and they're all listed there. Otherwise, see you again next time. Thank you.